Hi, boys and girls. Today is another review day in math, and today we are focusing on subtraction with regrouping. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of these problems. The first problem that you see says 53 minus 29. One thing I want all of you to notice is that all of these problems have a minus symbol, which means subtraction. It's really important when you are doing any kind of math work that you pay attention to that particular symbol. Sometimes it will say minus, sometimes it will say plus, depending on what type of problem you're doing. Today we're sticking with subtraction. All right, so when I see 53 minus 29, I want to start with the ones place. I always want to start with the ones place number. So I'm thinking about the number that's on top, which is the 3. Okay, if you hold up 3 fingers, ask yourself this question. Can I take 9 away from 3 fingers? The answer is no. So I have to regroup. I have to borrow a number from the tens column, bring it back to the ones column, then I will be able to work out my problem. So I cannot take a bigger number away from a small number, so I am going to borrow. So I'm going to walk next door and borrow one number from the 5. So I'm going to cross out the 5. Since I'm taking one number away, I am going to say that there is the number 4 that is left. Okay, and I take the 110 number that I borrowed and bring it back to the ones place. So this is not going to be 3 anymore. It's actually going to be 13. Okay, now I am ready to solve my problem. 13, take away 9. Or I can start at 9 and count up to 13. Whichever strategy you think works best for you, that's the strategy that you should use. Okay, what did you get? If you said 4, you are correct. We're not done yet. We still have to subtract the tens column. 4 take away 2 is 2. So my answer is 24. Let's try a couple more problems. Again, I want to just take a quick glance and make sure that I am using a minus symbol for my subtraction. I want to always make sure that I know what I'm doing. So here we have in the ones column, 3 take away 4. If I hold up 3 fingers, I can't take 4 away, so I've got to borrow a number. So I am going to borrow from the 7. So go ahead and cross out the 7, and then we are left with 6. And we take it back to the ones column. So it's not 3 anymore. It's going to be, you guessed it, 13. Now I can do the rest of my problem. 13 take away 4. Go ahead and figure that out. Did you say 9? Good job. We're not done yet, though. We still have to solve the tens column problem. So 6 take away 5. What is it? You got it. It is 1. All right, we're going to try 2 more problems, and then I'm going to have you guys practice these same types of problems on your own. So here I see 90 minus 76. I always want to start in which column? If you said the ones place, you are correct. All right, so I know that I cannot take 6 away from 0. The 6 is much bigger. If you've got a bigger bottom, you have to borrow from the tens column. So let's take 1 away from the 9. That becomes an 8. And let's bring the 1 that we borrowed back over to the ones column. It's not 0 anymore. It's going to be 10. All we do is put that 1 that we borrowed right in front of the number that's already there. So now we're going to do our subtraction problem. 10 take away 6 is, you got it, it's 4. And 8 take away 7 is what? Yep, So my final answer is 14. One way that you can check to see if your answers are correct is if you add your answer and this bottom number together, it should give you your original top number. So that's one way that you can check to see if your problem is correct. Just a little tip. All right, let's look at one more, and then I'm going to have you guys practice some problems very similar to this. So I see 94 minus 86. Always glance there and make sure you're doing a subtraction problem or addition if that's what you're doing. But in this case, it's subtraction. I know that if I hold 4 fingers up, I cannot take 6 away. So I have to borrow from the tens column. So 9 is what's written on the page. We're going to cross that out. If I take 1 away and I borrow 1, it's going to leave that tens place with an 8. Then I take the 1 that I borrowed, bring it back over to the ones area, and it's not going to be 4 anymore. It's going to be 14. Like I said, you just put the 1 you borrowed right in front of the number that's already there. So now I can do my subtraction problem. 14 take away 6. Go ahead and figure that out. You can either count backwards or start at 6 and count up. If you said 8, you are correct. And 8 take away 8 is 0. So our final answer is 8. If I add together 86 plus 8, it should equal 94. All right, boys and girls, thanks for listening. You're going to practice some problems just like this in your classroom. Have a great day.